How COVID Impacted the Food Industry by Milena Cherry, Grade 11, Block C. Why I chose my topic. I chose this topic to have a better understanding of how the food industry was impacted by COVID. I have an interest in business and wanted to learn about how retail and the food service dealt with the effects. In doing this, I am hoping to gain knowledge and a better understanding of the business sectors and to use it to assist me with my post-secondary education and my career aspirations. Facts about COVID. COVID was first discovered in China in February 2020. COVID surged around the world in early March 2020 and was a worldwide pandemic by late March, shutting down the world's economy. Masks became mandatory in public spaces, and restrictions were put in place on public gatherings. Retail grocery stores had to limit shoppers, and restaurants were closed indefinitely. As vaccines were developed and began to administered in early 2021, restaurants in Canada were required to only serve guests in-house that had proof of vaccinations. Retail grocery impact. Retail demand surged as the restaurant industry shut down and shoppers stocked up on essentials like toilet paper and shelf-stable goods such as pasta and canned beans. Store retail prices spiked as consumers hoarded goods and empty store shelves. With the economy at a standstill, many suppliers of both fresh and dry goods had trouble getting their products to market, which helped to shorten supply and raise prices. Additionally, there was a labor shortage as non-essential businesses were urged to allow employees to work from home. Employers also had to deal with employee illnesses on top of that, slowing down the flow of goods. Workers were laid off and many were left with no income other than government subsidies. This impacted spending and only basic needs were viewed as essentials. The effect on food service. Restaurant owners struggled greatly during COVID, not only because in-house dining was banned, but also because the food costs skyrocketed. The industry had to look for solutions just to stay afloat. Many establishments increased their takeout dining options, and services like Skip the Dishes and DoorDash were essential to that. Menu items became more expensive as the average food cost increased by 5 to 7%, and profits shrank as beverage consumptions all but dried up. In some cases, companies' cash flow were reduced by 60%. Being short-staffed, delivery times for orders took much longer, and drivers were in demand, pushing prices up even further. Price increase 2020 versus 2021. Solutions. All restaurants and even grocery stores started offering takeout, which was increasing already as of early 2019 and grew exponentially in 2020 as the years to follow. Even though restaurant profits declined, the money flowing in the takeout orders kept many companies operating and from completely shutting down. Online ordering through apps was essential and offered 3 different options: pickup, curbside, or home delivery. Other full-scale online providers such as Amazon saw a massive increase in business. Many people replaced eating out by cooking at home more, which assisted in helping retail sales as more consumers shopped for ingredients and became more adventurous in their today. Restaurant sales have now dropped by 6% after going back to normal for about a year now. An average family of 4 annually grocery bills have increased by $1,000 as prices remain elevated. Consumers are buying less and paying the same, if not more, on their average grocery run. People are getting less for what they pay for. Individual struggles. 55% of people who were employed in restaurants and grocery stores were laid off. Due to large price increases, many were not able to afford essential goods. As prices continued to rise for healthy food options, many with limited income were forced to pay for cheaper foods that were not as nutritious. This could lead to many health issues in the years to come. What I have learned. This project was very informative and eye-opening. Not only did COVID impact people's health, it impacted the business world as well. The food industry struggles related to COVID impacted everyone. Food prices remain high as the world continues to get back on track. However, this will take time. While researching for my capstone project, I have also learned that companies need to continue to find creative ways to operate under sometimes difficult circumstances. This project has provided me with a good glimpse into the business world that I can use when I enter the workforce.